Part bread, part cake, and totally delicious. Babka is among one of the most iconic Jewish sweets and common fixtures at the dessert table of religious celebrations. Culinary historians credit Polish cooks with its creation, and in the late 19th century, a wave of immigrants from that and of other Central European countries brought babka with them to lots of different countries around the world, wherein Jewish bakeries became a staple. To get started, you want to make sure that you have prepared your brioche dough the day before, and now we're going to start scaling. So I like to scale my dough into 500-gram portions. Now once your dough has scaled, on a lightly floured surface, we're going to start to deflate our dough. And I like to kind of start this with my hands, and then I'm going to grab my rolling pin and start rolling it out. So the length that I'm doing is about 2 lengths of my dough scraper. Once you have rolled out the length of your dough, turn your dough over, and then using some rolling guides, we're going to roll it out to a 5mm thickness. Once your dough has been rolled out, we're going to take half of our chocolate spread and start putting it onto our dough. Now we're going to take an offset spatula and start spreading our chocolate spread evenly around our dough, leaving a seam on one of the longer edges. Now I'm going to start sprinkling over some of our dark chocolate chips and some of our chopped hazelnuts. Starting at the opposite end from where our seam we left, we're going to start tucking and rolling our dough carefully with our fingers here. If you need to use the dough scraper if your dough is getting a little bit soft, you can also do this as well. Once everything's rolled up tightly, grab some cling wrap and you're going to wrap your babka sausage in there. Just make sure that you wrap it up nice and tight, and then this is going to get transferred into the freezer for 45 minutes for that dough to firm up. Once your dough has had that time to chill and it's firmed up, just remove the cling wrap and we're going to cut this babka sausage in half, and it's much easier to do this when that dough is chilled nicely. Now to create the classic babka swirl or braided shape, you want to take the 2 end pieces and just join them together. Carefully open up the dough so you can actually see those different layers of alternating of the chocolate and the dough, and we're going to start twisting them around one another, just making sure that we can actually see that beautiful swirl. Once you've done that, then you can seal the edges on either end and just kind of tuck them underneath themselves and just adjust it as needed. Once your babkas have been shaped and they're on a lined baking tray, we're going to start brushing them with some vegan egg wash. And I reserve some of those hazelnut pieces just to sprinkle over the top. I think it just gives it a nice overall finish to our babka. Once you've done the final touches to your babka, you're going to set those aside to proof until they are almost double in size for your final proof. Once your babkas are beautiful and golden, you're going to take them out of the oven and immediately brush them with your prepared sugar syrup. Once these are brushed with the sugar syrup, you can transfer them carefully onto a cooling rack to completely cool before serving.